Oh, dip! It's the water temple. Welcome back, everybody.
Hey guys.
Hey, it's arguably the worst one according to all.
It's
the memes.
not arguable.
According to all the memes.
Those memes, they're there for a reason.
I mean, after
this
this
temple sucks.
After this, there's a macaw.
Okay.
After this is smooth sailing though, so that's pretty good. So we were talking about.
We were talking about Suicide Squad.
We were talking about
because I was about to say that Suicide Squad could have been done one villain at a time, the same way Justice League could have been done one hero at a time.
Sort
of,
of
could have had two big storylines going side by side.
That could have been pretty cool.
And honestly, it would have been pretty interesting to see a cinematic universe of villains.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not even saying like give them specific movies.
Yeah,
their movies could have been them opposite their specific hero.
Oh, dip!
That way, they're covering both.
Yeah,
and giving them both a fair amount of screen time.
Oh, dude, that could be kind of. I feel like you'd retread a lot of ground, but like, kind of like this weird sort of cinematic scenario where like you showcase both sides of a story, like where you could theoretically watch them at the same time.
Yeah.
And like, that'd be kind of cool. But like I said, you'd retread a lot of ground. It'd be interesting though.
It would be interesting.
But I guess the main point I wanted to sort of bring up, like on last episode, but we ended up running out of time, is that what Marvel does well is they give a damn about the characters and like what they're presenting, whereas a lot of other studios, and like I understand that they are businesses and they are here to they want to make money, like that's their jam, right? So like I get it, that's fine. You're worried about your bottom line, so you want to make something that'll be profitable. But fuck, man, if you give a shit about your characters and like you give a shit about the story you're trying to tell,
then we'll give a shit about the movies.
Yeah, like
I love that Marvel. They're so aware of the fact that they're comics.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And the characters are comic book characters brought to life.
Oh, dip.
They're not like real people in these extraordinary situations.
I forgot who Rudo was.
You, if I'm right, Spanky? You're Spanky, aren't you? It's me, your fiance, Rudo.
Whoa,
Princess of the Zoras.
Whoa. I'm gonna need you to pump the brakes just a smidge.
I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago.
Okay, you made vows. I didn't say anything.
You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for these 7 long years. But now is not the time to talk about love.
God, I hope not.
I'm sure you've already seen it. Zora's domain, totally frozen.
That sucks.
A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice. But my father and the other Zoras have not yet.
Their father's fine.
They have not yet what? I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain.
Well, fucking do it.
You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who is going to be your wife. Spanky, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in this temple, okay? Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. I'll lead the way. Follow me quickly.
I mean, I can only do so much.
Oh, it's so fast. How am I gonna keep up?
Oh. Can you slow down? What's the speed limit?
She is speed.
It was like she was swimming. It was like she just let herself float up suddenly.
Dude, she sure fucking did.
She's doing what I'm doing.
Hey,
everybody.
Just little kicks.
Don't mind me.
But yeah, fucking, hey, studios out there. If you give a shit about the story you're trying to tell, and like you put people who are passionate about the project on it, like, look how good Spider-Verse did.
Oops.
Spider-Verse was a passion project, and that movie is dope as hell.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh man,
Dude,
it is on Netflix. Take you an hour and a half. Just watch that shit.
God. I did watch the Invader Zim movie on Netflix.
Did you watch it?
It was good.
It was it. Is the show on Netflix?
I have no idea.
Cause like honestly, like I want to watch the show again. Cause
I never like watched all the show.
I never
episodes here and there.
Dude, yeah, me too. But like I want to watch the show because I want to I'm not sure that humor is still gonna land with me now. Just because, like, thinking about it, like, it was a lot of, like, early 2000s LOL random humor.
It's still that. The movie is.
Oh, well, good.
It's still the same kind of humor, so.
Well, I figured it. I mean, but it's just...
Still Joan Vasquez.
But it's just, I don't know if that sort of, like... If that's gonna, like, land with me anymore, you know? Like...
That's fair.
So, we'll...
I would at least watch the movie, because it landed with us.
Well, that's good, at least.
My boy child.
But, you know, the only thing I worry about is, like, it turning into, like, this weird sort of renaissance for, like, you know, those, like, people whose entire personality was how random they are. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that shit was annoying.
Like who?
Like, you may not have been on the internet during that period, but there was this time on the internet where just being random was like the shtick. It was just like you didn't
Lols to random.
Yeah, lols to random, like in the Penguin of Doom.
I think randomness is funny. There's an art to it though.
I mean,
Yeah, you have to do it right. Can't just be like, oh, I'm just saying weird things.
yeah, but that's
out of nowhere.
But that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was, and like I fucking hated that shit. It's like, you know,
I can't describe how that art works particularly, but some people just have it. Some people know how to do it perfectly.
Fair enough.
It's like with any form of comedy. It's just like, you know, you're either good at this comedy or you're not. Like you
gotta,
can practice and everything, but some people are just better at it.
You gotta find your brand. Oh, this hallway. I remember this being a problem for our dads.
My dad's never played this game.
I meant our YouTube dads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because he kept dying to the clams.
Yeah. The clam fucked him right on up.
Are you calling the Game Grumps our dads?
Yeah. Was that not clear? I'm sorry.
They birthed us from their mind vagina.
They did. They sure fucking did. I mean, we're essentially carbon copies. We just added another dude.
It's fair.
We are consistently guest grumps.
It's different.
It's different because there's 3 of us. Sometimes there are 2.
Now what are you gonna do?
That.
Oh, Dip, you did it. What are you meant to do otherwise? Are you meant to just do that?
I think, like you said, a bomb probably would have worked as well, but...
I don't think I've ever used the spin attack to do that. I didn't know that could work.
Well, today you learned.
Yeah. I didn't know that the energy activated switches.
Well, now we do. I feel like things are going pretty smoothly thus far.
Yeah. Once you've done this temple about 40 times, you get the hang of it.
40 times? You've beaten this game 40 times?
Probably not 40,
Okay.
no, but I've done it... I don't even know how many.
That's fair.
I would say fair estimate in all of my life, I've probably played this game pretty close to 20 times.
Probably, yeah. Because, like, there's always that one game that...
mine was close to 10.
There's always that one game that you have that, like, you gotta play, like, yearly.
Yeah.
That's what this game is like that for me. Every couple of years, I was like, alright, I'm just going to run through Ocarina of Time again.
Shovel Knight and God of War is like that for me. Like, because once Shovel Knight came out, I was just like... I was so enthralled by that game. I was like, oh, I'm going to play this game, like, 6 times in a row. And I did.
I think Legend of Dragoon's the most like that for me. Every
That's
few
another
years.
good one.
And that and Final Fantasy 9. I get mad cravings to play Final Fantasy 9 occasionally.
Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? Now that I have dope internet.
What's that?
Probably play a game.
No, I'm gonna.
No.
So I've been talking about streaming again. So I think like the perfect thing to stream is the God of War saga from beginning to end.
How on brand?
I know, and that's like it's gonna be like I say it's gonna take a while, but like realistically, the PSP ones are pretty brain dead. So So like I can just fucking like stampede through those.
I don't know if I can make myself play through the God of Wars again, except for the 2018 one.
2018. What if I play through all the God of Wars, and then like as soon as I finish, pop a bar log. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, God of War 2's coming out.
I'm so ready for that.
Dude, I am too.
Same.
God of War Ragnarok's gonna be fucking tight. That's probably not what it's gonna be called, but like
It's gonna involve Ragnarok.
it's gonna involve Ragnarok, yeah. So like I'm 100% of the way here for it. So that's pretty dope.
You need the hook.
The water temple is also really annoying because you switch items in it a lot.
Well, yeah.
You know what's weird is in Master Quest, the water temple is like one of the
It's
easiest
super
ones.
easy. Yeah. I forgot I don't have access
Well,
to my
'cause-
sword right now.
Because isn't it like it's just like backwards or whatever?
No, the overworld is mirrored.
Uh-huh.
The dungeons are actually redone completely.
Yeah. And it's
And
got
it's
its own
just
little
way-
level of random. Like I remember specifically in Lord Jabu Jabu's belly, instead of having the like wart things that you shoot to open doors and stuff, they're cows.
Oh,
There's cows in the
sticking
wall.
out of the wall.
that's a weird thing. Why you got that, Lord Jabba
I don't
Jabba?
remember what exactly they did to the water temple. I just remember blasting through it and being like, oh, well, that's different.
Well, one of the things is you get the long shot super early. Like I think it actually might be like the first chest that you get to.
Oh, dude. God, I've been thinking about this like God of War like saga playthrough now. And I'm like, what if I platinumed all the games in this playthrough? I was like, no. No.
Yeah. Oh, what if I did that? No, it's terrible. I did.
No, that's
2 trophies from Platinum in Detroit.
well, that's dope. You should do that. Do it like tonight, maybe. You're probably not gonna do it tonight, just because like I don't know what your trophies are that you have left.
I'm trying to get them both in one playthrough. It's gonna be hard though.
Do you need to like play through the game, or can you not just like do?
I need to have everyone survive until the end,
Okay.
which I would have done on my first playthrough if not for one single decision I made.
Oh yeah, those are the worst.
And I have to have Connor die at every possible place that he can die.
So,
So you have to have nobody die and then Connor die a lot.
Yes,
but like,
because
but
his
it's
death, since he comes back every time, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
The hard part about that is that the more he dies, the more likely Hank is to commit suicide.
Well, don't
Spoilers.
do you in Detroit
Good one.
in,
I've
De-
got to put spoilers earlier.
in Detroit
probably edit
do
that
you do you have to watch all the cutscenes every time, or
Yes,
can
you
you?
cannot skip because there are no cutscenes. It's all one long running thing.
Okay. Well, I was
So you can't skip dialogue or fast forward or anything.
That's pretty obnoxious. So like, what's like?
It
what-
is, but luckily the game is magnificent.
That's fair.
So-
what's your what's like a normal playthrough like? Like what's that time? It can't be too long, man.
If you're just like going through it, I mean, it's a long game.
But I figure like for most of it, you can kind of turn your brain off until like the action segments.
Kinda. 'Cause it's mostly just like QTEs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's, I don't know,
This
9 to
fucking
10
room.
hours, maybe a little more.
10 hours, that ain't too bad.
It may be more than that. I'm just
Oh no.
Oh,
guessing.
the
Because I've done a lot of jumping around in it, grabbing trophies.
the only thing that's like hindering me from trying to platinum all the God of War games, because I platinumed 3 and I platinumed 2018, but like everyone aside from 2018 requires you to beat it on Titan or whatever the hardest difficulty is, and that about drove me fucking crazy in God of War 3. So like I'm not trying to do that 6 times.
Yep.
I'm not trying to do that, to be honest.
Oh, I'm gonna land on the spikes. aren't
Oh
I?
no, you're only gonna take like a quarter heart of damage.
I wonder if I can get to 30 platinums before the end of the year. That'd be a challenge.
Dude, I
I think I need 5.
I've been wanting. Like, there's so many things that like I want to like keep a record of. Like whenever I like a new year starts, like the year God of War came out. The year God of War came out last year. I wanted to do like I wanted to keep like a list, and I did for a while, of like all the new games I played, like all the games of that year I played, and just like sort of like keep a record of like my gaming journey for the year. And then like there was a while I was just playing fucking games forever, and I didn't do anything else. And then I started doing other things, and I was
that's I wasn't playing anything for a little while.
I don't know if you guys have the same issue I have. You probably do, but like I have this issue of like wanting and liking to do so many things that like I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna like try to play as many games as I can this year, and then like I inevitably wanted to do another thing, and I'm like, well, if I'm doing that, I'm not playing video games.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh yeah.
so like I just like get into this
I
like
want to do that, or I want to read all the books in this series,
Yeah.
or I want to watch all these movies, or
Yeah,
want to
so-
binge all these shows,
so, like-
or
so,
I
like,
want
you
to learn
just-
how to do something.
So like you get into this like weird sort of like cycle of just like you don't know what to do, and then like I get into that cycle and I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna sit here then.
Yeah. you
It's
can't
really
decide
easy
what to do, so you
overload
just do
yourself and
nothing.
end up not doing anything.
Yeah, so like I've been thinking about all these streams, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do D&D prep streams. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, it's like I just thought now. I was like, I'm gonna play Lords of Shadow again. That shit's gonna be dope. And then
And like on top of that, I've also like we're trying to do all these different shows,
yeah,
and we got to come up with stuff for all that, like
Yeah.
how to edit it,
for
where
insert secret project title here.
and I think we've talked about it.
I don't know if we've. I don't know.
Oh,
if-
not those most recent
Yeah.
ideas we've had.
No,
but
we've come up with a couple other things that like
that board game show.
we're well, I want to do that. We just like it's just like those. It's finding time and figuring out a way to
It's
do
such
it.
a daunting task.
Yeah. And
It's also hard when you have to coordinate so many people.
dude, it is. But you know,
Gee, I wonder if there's a room back here, maybe.
dude, there's a wall gash.
There is?
Yeah,
Where?
right
You need to
there.
use
I don't
your
see
link
it.
between worlds ability and slip in.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Hold on. Okay, I could.
You can kind of see on the left side. There's a line where
Let me
the
through.
You tried,
Eh.
dude. What if you did it though?
Yeah, there's a
you
line
see
down the middle.
where the blow up wall,
Yeah.
because it cuts it in like a perfect line.
If I did it, I'd be fucking amazed because I didn't know that was something you could have done. I'm an official speedrunner. I found out a trick.
Now I'm just.
That's what makes you a speedrunner, is figuring out a trick, not actually doing a speedrun, by the way.
Now that I'm thinking about
Oh
it,
no!
now that I'm thinking about it, I can go revisit one of the games that I'm 90% positive that me and only 2 other people have ever played. Is a Castle in the Darkness. I've talked about it a few times on the show, but it's like it came out. I want to say like 2013, 2014, something like that. It's like it was like this weird
I need to
sort of
check
like
that.
retro style game that was hard as fuck. And like I know one guy who I followed on Twitch and Twitter because like we became bros from that game. Like I say bros, but like he like was a speedrunner and like I was stuck on a part. And Cajundeathmetal pro tip to everybody out there: if you're stuck on something, I've found like looking up a speed run and like going to that part in like your playthrough can like help you so much, because they usually have some way to sort of like cheese what you're dealing with. So
Yeah.
like,
Oh, instead of just looking up how you're actually supposed to do it, looking
Yeah.
up the cheesy way to do it.
but Castle in the Darkness.
Unfortunately, sometimes
Yeah.
you do that and you just find, oh, they just skipped this part entirely.
Yeah, but Castle in the Darkness was a weird one because that game wasn't like popular when it came out. So like there wasn't really any guides or anything. And so I looked up Castle in the Darkness speedrun. Because not because like I was stuck, but because I just wanted to see if anybody had. and there was this one guy
There's always somebody.
who was speedrunning it, and his name's I think he's still doing Twitch stuff. His handle was the Mighty Heifer, and so like it was the weirdest thing. Like I was playing the game, I was streaming it, and I was doing the trick that I learned from him. Like I could hop on top of the map and then like
Hop on top.
and like skip this like boss that I didn't know how to deal with, and he didn't know how to deal with either. He just knew he could jump over it. So like I'm doing that, and like this person comes into my chat and starts talking to me about it, and I was like, yeah, I just learned this because I found this speedrun on YouTube, and she was like big bearded guy, and I was like, yeah, and she was like, I'm his wife, and I was like, oh fuck, that's crazy. And so like they both like were hanging out with me in chat, like he was like helping me out through the entire thing. And, like,
Oh, no.
Like that
Oh,
shit.
shoot it! Maybe we get
I
lucky.
did. It didn't.
That would have been so dope.
But like that like it was a weird sort of just like
oh no!
like kismet sort of situation.
Yeah,
And I was so like now
that kind of happened to us when we played Neverwinter as well.
oh fuck, it sure did.
Like a really popular Neverwinter streamer showed up and played with us.
I can play Neverwinter again.
You can.
Oh my god. I'm not downloading Final Fantasy 14. I
No.
can't do it. I can't
I'm
fucking.
taking shuffle the stance on that.
I
Like
can't-
I'm not paying
I
for
can't.
another MMO.
I
I'm
can't
not doing
fucking do that to myself again. But dude, they have gunblades now.
it. I refuse.
They do have gunblades
They have
now.
gunblades now
And Dark Knights.
and Dark Knights.
I'm not gonna do it.
But I was there for Dark Knights. Then everyone was a fucking Dark Knight, and I hated it.
I mean,
Fucking
everybody,
say
you know,
Dark
that
Knight to me.
everybody's gonna have a gunblade.
But like, I want to have a gunblade.
Play Final Fantasy VIII.
Don't do that.
I mean,
I'd rather do that than pay for 14.
what if
I would gladly pay for 14 rather than
I
play
would
8 again.
I would
But you
love
like MMOs?
I would love to.
I just really hate it. Final Fantasy 8.
I want to finish. I would love, and I honestly would need your guys' help to stay
You need to go
motivated.
back across and choose that
Um,
game. Oh, can you? No, you cannot do this.
You don't know nothing.
How are you floating?
Jesus fucking Christ, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
How did you float?
You fucking asshole.
Don't
You said
look
he
down.
wasn't
Did
gonna
this.
do it, and then he did it. But I think I would love to go back to like all the classic Final Fantasies that I've never had the attention span to do, and just fucking play them, man. Like I've played 7 a couple times, but I've never finished
Oh
it.
my god.
Oh, you gotta do it all over again.
Fell.
That sucks.
Fucking embarrassing.
But like, what would you say the quintessential Final Fantasies are? 6, 7, 9, and 10 probably.
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess it depends on who you
Quintessential?
ask. Like,
I
I would say that those are the quintessential Final Fantasies, but you
because like
know,
everyone hates
some
on
people
8.
would say that 4 is one of the quintessential Final Fantasies.
Because everyone hates on 8, and you know I want to give 8.
Honestly, Final Fantasy 1 is probably the quintessential
I've beaten that one.
Final Fantasy.
I've
There
beaten
it
that
is.
one.
But 7 is my favorite.
But like, I guess
Playing 7, 9, and 10 for sure.
I guess the issue with me, because like, there's a part of my brain that is very completionist. That's like, oh, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do everything. And so whenever I get like in my personal time, whenever I get to these games, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try to get Ultimate Weapon. I'm gonna try to do this,
Oh,
that,
I
and
do
the
the same
other.
thing.
But and then like that
And end up not finishing
that
the game a lot of
inevitably
times. So like
is just-
y'all know I was replaying 7 recently on Switch.
yeah.
I still haven't finished
Yeah.
because I was trying to do all the extra stuff and got a little bored.
Yeah.
But I also stopped playing games altogether for a little while.
Yeah, I
So-
haven't like I'm sort of in that zone too. I haven't like played a game
say
now
you
for
can-
the show for a little bit.
If you want to play a bunch of Final Fantasies, just play all the ones before 11.
I wanted to
Or any of the ones before 11. You don't play all of them.
I do want to give 12 another go.
12 is
Just don't play it on the PlayStation 2.
yeah. Do not play the
It is
original.
fucking
You won't be able to
hideous.
look at it.
Isn't Zodiac Age like
Zodiac Age is like the remaster.
yeah, isn't it like super dope though?
I don't know.
I've
Playing
really
at
heard
12
anything.
is pretty mediocre, to be honest.
I remember, wasn't that the one that had like the weird auto battle system?
Yes, it has
Yeah.
gambits, which are cool, but after a certain point in the game, you're no longer playing the game.
Which is fair, I guess. Like, I don't
And
know.
I guess it's fair. It's kind of boring, but
I don't think I
and the story is a huge convoluted political mess that is impossible to follow.
Oh, dip.
And they do not make you care about it at all.
The Room.
Yep. It's Shadow Link time. I wish that I had known we were going to be at this point today. Otherwise, I would have learned the easy strategy for fighting him.
Dude,
The easy strategy never works for me.
Dude, I literally just spammed Megaton Hammer.
That's what everybody says to do. That shit does not work for me at all.
That's what I did.
Megaton Hammer is a pretty good method, but I think what I usually
Dude, just don't
did
even hit him.
was Dense Fire.
It does very little damage, though.
Yeah, I don't even know if that hit him. Oh,
It is.
How many, how many times you gotta hit him? Just 3?
No,
depends.
he has like an amount of health, I believe.
I remember just spamming the fuck out of Megaton Hammer. Because you know, as I said before, I only played this game like a couple years ago, like 2011, and
I just always have to play with him until I figure out how to hit him with the sword.
but like I
You
had
see all the spamming of Megaton Hammer, he hasn't hit him one time.
look, that's just what it told me to do.
That's what I know. Like,
Yeah.
I looked it up too because that's what it recommends, but it doesn't work.
I did it eventually.
It's not consistent enough to really be called the easy strategy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What the heck is happening? Oh,
Are you
He's
taking,
trying to hit me.
Are you taking damage throughout that?
No.
Okay, good. I was about to say you just got like fucking bopped, son. That was a good one. That was a good hit. Hey.
why is he suddenly not blocking?
I don't know.
I broke him.
I guess you did. Like, yeah, maybe you have to get to a certain
Do we have-
damage
we have,
threshold. and he
we have
just
fairies,
gives up
right?
on blocking it.
Yeah.
Because this is not at all working like it was just a second ago.
Hey.
All right, cool.
Dude, that was the evil beast, right? We fucking did it.
Nope.
Oh.
It's one of the evil beasts.
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm sort of like falling in love with the idea of streaming again. And
Every once in a while I tell myself I want to do it, but I can never. When you get to that point where like, it's time to start streaming,
yeah,
it's just like, do I really want to?
long shot.
Got the long shot! Hell yeah.
Fucking killing it.
There's a speedrun trick there that I'm not even going to attempt. There, you like hook shot the door frame. Why? And it fucking like launches you like through this without having to move the block. It's really crazy to see. Is it because I'm on it?
Yes.
What a weird thing. I figure it just.
Well, it needs room to evaporate.
Oh, are you like in like the animation zone? So it's like fucking. I can't do this right
It's
now.
probably because they would have to let you fall through it while it's happening, and they don't like can't do that at the same time.
What a weird thing.
Because the camera would follow you, and then the animation's still going on behind you. So it'd probably
Spanky,
fuck it
be
up.
careful. Don't get swallowed by the vortexes.
Okay.
I'll swallow you.
Okay.
There's a
I haven't had to be navigating.
Skulltula in here, I believe, somewhere.
So at what point do you feel comfortable ending the episode and quitting out?
Let me get out of here.
Oh yeah, because we
Because
got.
it's gonna put you back at the beginning.
Yeah.
You have so many furries.
Dude,
We need them though.
we don't need them.
It's good to have them.
It's good insurance, you know.
They're the only legitimate use of a bottle, in my opinion.
Not
Potions
other
are
than
really useful.
story-driven
Not long.
See, I don't
though.
even care about potions because of the fairies.
No!
You gotta take the boots off.
I don't think
You
there's
blew
any
it.
way out of this.
There's not.
No!
No! It's okay. Try one more again.
Going one more again.
All right. Dude,
It's like when you have something that heals you so much that it goes automatically when you get knocked out. Like, why bother with the potions?
you know what I'm... you know
Mainly magic potion.
what- you know what I'm thinking?
Because there are
about-
times where a
kinda-
magic potion can really come in handy.
Like maybe in the Shadow Temple.
You know what I'm thinking about? Being
good.
a pain in the
Hey,
ass
Ferry.
about streaming.
Hey, Fairy, come back.
What?
Setting all that shit up again.
Fairy!
Because I...
Yeah, setup's a pain. How
like-
are you not getting this fairy? What the hell? Here,
Okay,
you go.
well, whatever.
Because like I'm thinking
What a
about...
That's fine. I guess I didn't need you.
I'm thinking about setting up Richter Bellbot again.
Richter Bellbot.
That was
Remember
all...
my boy that had like the pizza points or something?
Yeah, that was what Richter Bellbot was, and he...
that was a pain in the ass.
and then like it just like wouldn't work sometimes.
it wouldn't remember your stuff.
Oh, that's another thing. I'm thinking about with my I might like hopefully I get my security deposit back from my apartment, which I don't remember how much that was, but I'm fairly certain it was well over $100. So like that's a Elgato like mini right there, and I was like, I don't know if I want the Stream Deck yet, but like I was thinking about getting one of those too.
Okay,
Stream Deck
so
would be
are we
cool.
good to stop here?
Yeah, we're
I
good.
think this is a good place to end it. Yeah, like we're I feel like we're pretty good on our
We're
way.
most of the way through. Water
Yeah,
Temple.
so like that, and that wasn't even like a fucking deal. So-
I see Shadowlands like the halfway point.
Yeah.
So like, comment,
So
subscribe.
like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I should stream. Be sure to look out twitch.tv/Cajundeathmetal. Just doing some solo plugs right now because I'm fucking about to go work on that. And also like, comment, subscribe on all my champions and tell us you love us and
So please,
just
nobody does.
just like
We just want to hear it.
like give us $1 maybe. Like I wanna.
We can't get mine on YouTube.
I want a Coke.
You can go to twitch.tv/allmychampions and hit that donate button. All right, later, guys.
Later.
Bye.